As we look at the modules that come with the standard Joomla installation, if you install the sample data, we've got a number of them. First, the Breadcrumbs module we've already talked about. Very simple to add, shows people where they are on your site. The login module allows people to log in, register, recover their lost passwords and things like that. The login module has a number of parameters that are really helpful. Again, everything on the left is the same. Where you place it is the same. You might want to have your login module on every page, or you can just have it on your home page or a login page. Under the module parameters, allows you to turn caching on. Probably should leave it off for this module. If your template supports class suffixes, you can add one here. We'll talk about that during our template discussion. Any text that you want to appear above the login form and after the login form can go here. It's sometimes important to select a login redirection page because by default, Joomla returns it to the front page once somebody logs in. You might want them to go to a particular page after they've logged in. This can be really helpful. If you want to show some simple greeting text, you can set that to yes. Do you want their username or their name to show? And should we encrypt the login form? This only works if you have an SSL certificate on your site. Not normally necessary unless your site is dealing with sensitive data. So if we click Save, go over to our front page, we already had our login form in the left-hand column. It's asking for a username, password, a remember me, which allows my browser to remember who I am, and forgot password, username, and create an account. So if I log in here with my credentials, it stays on the home page because I hadn't set it any differently, and it says Hi Administrator because that is my current name in the user manager. If I change this to Rod Martin and hit save, log out and log back in, it now gives me my full name. Poll module is used to place a poll that we've already set up in the components. Again, that can be put in any position that you want. Select the poll that you're going to use, and again, we don't usually set caching separately from any global parameters. What page will it show up on? You set the amount of time between responses to the poll in the component. The Newsflash module is really easy to set up. It rotates stories from any particular category. So in this case, news/newsflash, but this could be any section and category. I've told this one to randomly choose one at a time. Do I want the images from an article to show up? Yes or no? Is the title linkable? I can override my global parameters there. Read more link, article title. How many articles do I want to appear in this module? If I want 5 articles to appear in my Newsflash article module position, I can. Otherwise, the default is 1. So on our front page, the Newsflash module appears up here in the top position and grabs 1 article randomly from that particular section and category. The latest news and popular modules work the same way. Anywhere I want to have the latest news or the most popular articles appearing, I can tell it how many, what order to put it in, whether I should show front page articles, and I can even more definitively select the section or category, or I can select multiples by separating them with commas. So if I have section 1, 4, 7, it would be 1, 4, 7. The menu module offers a little bit more flexibility than some of the others. Start level, end level, and always show sublevel items refer to the number of submenus. Let's take a look at that. All menus, and we have a number here, are defined using the mod main menu. So it doesn't matter if it's the main menu or not. All of the menus are controlled by the mod main menu. So let's take a look at our main menu. Show titled yes, enabled yes, and again this is from our front page here. This is our main menu. Public, registered, or special. If you want to hide a menu from everybody who is not logged in and only show it to people who are logged in, then you would just change this to registered. And it's a great way to give your users special menus for just when they're logged in. What pages does this menu appear on? Of course, since it's the main menu, we put it on every page, but you could just as easily select just a number of items from the list. What menu does this module control? In this case, it's the main menu. What's the style? There are several options here. Let me encourage you to stick with the normal list style and let your template and cascading style sheets define how that looks. Start level and end level. With both of these set to 0, it will allow you to access all levels of the site. If I set this to 1 and click Apply, then in my main menu, nothing will appear because all of those main menu items. So if I set this to 0 and I set this to 2 and I say Show Submenu Items, click to Yes, hit apply. Now I have my top level back and my first level is back as well. So again, this is pretty flexible, pretty powerful. Under advanced parameters, this is mostly controlled by our template. If there's a menu class suffix or a module class suffix and maximum menu depth, these can be defined here. Other parameters, do we want to show menu images for this menu? Sometimes you would. So if you have images matched to your menu items and I said yes, then these would show the images instead of the text. Menu alignment, image link. If I had an image and I wanted to make it a link, I could do that there. Should I expand the menu and have the sublinks always visible? I could say yes. These next two deal with when something's highlighted or when something's been selected and you're on a page. Do you want full active highlighting? And then some of the indent images that allow you to set out your submenus appropriately. You can have them set by your template or use any of these different images.